Guys, what's going on? My name is Ryan. I like to trade ETFs and I like to make videos on the technical analysis that I'm seeing in the charts. Today we've got XBI, the Biotech ETF for the Spider Fund, and we are on the daily chart. So first thing to note is we had a major breakout from a potential cup and handle pattern right here. The measured move on this dotted line is from the bottom of this cup up to the previous resistance level, and then we cloned it and drew it to the breakout point, which was right here. It's pretty obvious to see in the chart the massive run up we had, and it did a fairly good job at predicting this level. It was also nice to see that we had a confluence resistance level right here. XBI really needs a little bit of consolidation before it's able to run any higher, in my honest opinion. I recently switched from being a bear in LABD to a bull in LABU. It's been extremely hard to make money as a bear recently in biotech. It's got to be, a 1 or 2 day trade for you there. Also, the gains are insignificant in comparison to if you catch another spike upwards. So let's go to the 2-hour chart and see what we have. On the 2-hour chart, we had a diamond pattern right here, and this was the neckline. This neckline confirmed a new chapter for XBI, and we see that we have been moving upwards ever since. As far as our indicators go, we have a hidden bullish divergence, which is starting to play out here. It's from this low over here down to a lower low as far as volume goes. And our chart has a low here and then a higher low. So our indicator has a low and lower low, and our price has a low and a higher low. This is a hidden bullish divergence, and this is very positive as far as the biotech sector goes. We've been hanging right around this support area right here. We haven't broke down as far as a correction goes. This is a very mild correction. This is basically the ideal scenario if you've been a bull and holding through this. Not too much pain and good consolidation at these points with strong volume still coming in. Our RSI has remained above 50, which is another bullish sign. And from this, that's all I've got on the 2-hour chart. On the 1-hour chart, you can just see some basic patterns right here. I saw that we were kind of in this wedge pattern, though it was a sideways wedge and not a straight up vertical wedge. Straight up vertical wedge tends to break down and be a bearish pattern more often than not. This has been a very sideways pattern, and we see that it was actually bullish, and we should have expected it to be bullish given our diamond right here, as well as the overall uptrend that we've had in biotech for the last year or so. As far as Elliott waves go, we have a 1, 2, and then I think we just had a long third leg, came down, corrected at 4, and I can see us making the final 5th wave upwards if we decide to break out above this confluence resistance level here. So from the 1-hour chart, let's go to the 30-minute. Another way you could have looked at this pattern is this is an ascending triangle. This measured move here is on the dotted lines, and you drag it from the first high to the first low, and you clone this and you bring it to your point of breakout, which right here, again, it did a fairly good job at predicting the high over here. But as far as the ascending triangle goes, we came up, set our high, got rejected off of it. This is now resistance, came down, set our support. This is A, B, C. We had a false breakdown. We come up to D, make our final E here, and then we broke out of the trend. Moving from the hour to the 15-minute to give us a short-term perspective and look at some patterns. First thing I wanted to note is on this Elliott wave right here, I have some small numbers, and they are in accordance with the third leg on our higher time frame. Again, I think that was on the hourly. I saw a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is an Elliott wave for that third leg. We came up, we had 1, 2, long third leg, retracement 4, and then we had our 5. And then we came into this descending triangle. And from this, in my video the other week, I predicted that we were going to see 2 potential price paths, and we definitely have seen one play out here. So one was the bearish version, and it had us basically moving down here and continuing up sideways and then bouncing down, rejecting. This was incorrect, so I'm going to go ahead and delete these. All right, so I've deleted the bearish version here, and what we're left with is my bullish prediction here for the descending triangle. The reason I did do a bearish prediction is that you usually like to see descending triangles come at a start of a new trend, and you usually like to see ascending triangles towards the end of a trend. This was kind of the other way around, and since it was a descending triangle at the top, I was expecting more of a retracement or a different pattern overall. But we didn't, and it was a bullish descending triangle here on the 5th wave, and it's very interesting to see. Another thing to note is that we do have this support line running from our original breakout point, and we got supported here, and we were supported a second time right here. So the psychology behind this is, or the descending triangle, is we came up, hit our resistance, we rolled over, we had our A, B, C, D, and then I was expecting us to come down all the way and touch E. We didn't do that. We came down to right here, and then I was expecting us to flag out sideways and move up higher. We didn't do that. We basically got supported here on this longer term support line and rocketed up over this resistance that we've been under for the better part of the last 3 weeks. So this is very positive for biotech. You can see a massive amount of volume coming in up on this breakout, and you really like to see volume pick up when price breaks out of a major range. That confirms your trade oftentimes. We did have a hidden bearish divergence, which was also probably leading into my prediction for a bearish movement potentially. I was really just hoping for more of a retracement than what we got, but that's fine. So basically our CCI makes a high here and then a higher high, while price makes a high here and a lower high. This is a hidden bearish divergence, and we saw it play out with our ultimate low being down here at C. If you were playing this as a head and shoulders or cup and handle pattern right here, I could obviously see that playing out, and this black line right here would be your neckline. Once we broke out of that, you could see that we came all the way up to D right here, and then we rolled over and actually touched this neckline a second time as the new trend took place. And once we hit that, we hit our neckline, we hit our longer term support line, and we rocketed back on upwards. It's nice to see our indicators taking a moment to cool off, gaining a bit of consolidation right here at, you could argue this previous high over here. Our indicators are cooling off. This is very positive in my opinion. I think it's giving us room to move up higher. There's also a gap fill right here, which we obviously came up and filled, and then we're kind of getting rejected off of this level right now, but that is completely a-okay because what's supposed to happen in the pattern is you come back down to retest this previous resistance line. Previous resistance now is support, and once we hit this line, we should expect us to move up much higher. But the overall situation that tends to happen with XBI is it does not make that retracement move. That's what I was expecting over here, is I was expecting us to come and retest this level before moving up higher. We basically just moved sideways. And so instead of what I would usually do, which is, I guess this is the prediction part, is what I would usually do is draw a line right here saying that we're going to touch this previous resistance, now support, and then move up higher. But I'm going to go with a more sideways prediction. I bet we're going to get supported one last time off of this longer term support line and then move up higher from there. So last but not least, let's go ahead and look at the record. How did I do for my prediction on July 8th, about 7 days ago? So I said I see a descending triangle. These are the paths for both bearish and bullish continuation that we might see next week. And we came down, came up, and then came down again, and then broke out. So I got the first part right, which was this drop down to C, then D, and then a retracement, but I got the ultimate part wrong, which is the touching of E and then flagging out and then moving up higher. Alright guys, that has been my analysis this week for the biotech sector. I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, please like and subscribe my video so you can get weekly updates on what I'm thinking for each sector. Really appreciate the support that I've been getting, and thank you guys for watching here today. I wish you the best of luck in trading biotech next week, and take care. Bye now.